Welcome back to the GSTL with Wolf and Caldor. Prime and NS Hosa, Marine King and Jockji. It's going to be a TVT on Cloud Kingdom. As you mentioned earlier, Caldor, this match should be really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot of skill in our next game. Right there, Terran skill at that. We have Marine King against the Jockji and NS Hosa against Prime. And Jockji looking pretty confident.
Yeah, he does look confident. Even when he was chosen, he looks pretty confident. He's got his hot pad ready to keep his hands warm. This should be really interesting. I think we may see different styles clash here. I think Jockji may go for a mech. Marine King will probably go Marine Tank. Only time will tell exactly what styles they choose as the map is loaded. Caldor, are you ready?
Oh yeah, I am. Let's get this started. Let's get into the game on Cloud Kingdom. TVT. Prime and NS Hosa.
I love asking you if you're ready because I know you're ready, but I just love asking you that.
I was born ready.
That's why I know, man.
At the top of the map, at the top right, in the red, we have the player for Prime.
Marine King, Prime!
The Marine King took the first game for Prime. They are still down with 1-2. And the opponent that he has to face in this game is the Terran player, the current Codas champion. It is
NS Hosa, Jockji!
Yep, the current reigning champ.
and
He's a little bit bored, man.
Easy peasy. That was the best shot that we could get from Jockji.
Well, both players.
He needs a hot 6.
He does, man. He, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what strategies we're gonna bump into each other here. One of the coolest battles to find on this map is mech versus bio. It can be really cool. It looks like Jockji is gonna go for a Wonder Axe expand. Marine King taking his gas at very normal timing, hitting it at 13.
I realized something today. This morning, I realized that there's no caps lock in Hangul.
Oh, I saw your tweet about that. Yeah.
In the Korean language, it completely baffled me.
There's no capital letters, man.
You can't caps lock the Korean writings. It's just impossible.
No, you can't.
You can't yell in Korean.
Well, you can do that, but you can't. You can't yell in caps. Like you can't type like that. But
you can't yell in caps, and it completely baffled me. Koreans are so mannered. They don't even give you the option to yell when you write something.
You can add exclamation marks. You can also change your tone, man. You can yell. You crazy guy. Oh, look at that. Gets in right before the Marine sees the command center, so a lucky scout by Marine King.
Yeah, perfect scouting. The gas, I don't think he spotted the gas. No, he did not. He did not see the gas. Double gas for Jockji.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Well,
pretty cool. Bit risky.
I'm kind of curious what Marine King is going to do as a follow-up to this. There's several different opportunities he has. He can go for the Banshee Siege Tank timing, where he goes for this Banshee to kill Marines instead of SCVs, and then follow up with a Siege Tank push to end the game. Or
double gas.
Yeah, or he can double gas and go for Cloak. And
that's probably what we are going to see.
It makes sense.
The SCV is hiding to the right side of the main base of Jockji, so Marine King still wants to have one SCV. Another the opportunity of scouting again.
He may hide his starport there as well.
Yeah, and he does.
Yep.
He hides the starport at the bottom. There it is. So no scouting so far for Jockji, and this is probably gonna hit him pretty hard.
I would say so. I mean, he is doing the follow-up with the teching. Sometimes when you go for the Wonder Axe expand, some players will add a second barracks or even a second and third barracks. But if you go up to that really fast starport after this, you can usually get the Viking out in time to hold the Banshee, but you still lose a little bit. But he can recover for this. It's not like this is going to be an auto loss or anything. No, nice pressure by Marine King. The bunker finishing just in time.
Marine King doesn't have too many scouting information now. He has one Hellion with his army. Might just try to sneak by, but we have him now with the tech lab at the starport. Going for the Banshee and the Cloak.
Oh, I think he's going to try to use the... he is researching Cloak now. He's going to get that Banshee out. I think he's going to try to bait the Marines of his opponent towards the ramp. Then he's going to attack with his Banshee and his Marines and Hellion on the low ground on the edge of the cliff. That would be really interesting. I think that's his plan here. He's following this up with back at home. He's added on a reactor on his barracks. No tech hub on his factory, but I think he's going to do something that a lot of Prime players have done in the past, like Maka, for example, is really well known for this, is just following up with Siege Tank Marine after the Banshee does damage and just ending the game rather than making an expansion. But, as I say that, he starts a command center, so it's not going to be an all-in after all.
We have the first Viking being built. The first Banshee is about to hit, though, very soon, and still nothing to scout, detect the cloak units, so he doesn't have an engineering bay. He only has those 2 orbitals that he has to rely on in order to get the scans out. It's going to be a tough one. Here comes the Banshee for Marine King, headed towards the mineral line of his opponent, and the first SCV is already dead. Here comes the Viking. Oh, we don't have cloak. He has to be careful. Retreating now.
He does have enough energy for 1 scan.
Oh, he scouts the starport. He knows about the starport. The Marines try to get the Viking. It's too late, and Cloak is done. He can get in. Now we have the Banshee once again cloaking up immediately and trying to take down our SCVs. The third one dies. Very well played so far. What about the scan? He has to dodge the scan. He's killing more workers.
He does have enough for 2 scans now as well. So 1 scan, and he's not going to get away. 2 Vikings there, no chance.
And he has
second Banshee's here. Again, though, he has a second scan, so he will probably use it as soon as he closes the distance. Yep.
Should be able to escape. Oh! Close! So very, very close. And he is able to 2-hit the Marines. They don't have combat shield yet. We have the Raven being built for Jakji, but he already lost a fair amount of harvesters, 10 in total. And now at the expansion, we have the Banshee still going wild. The energy is going low, though. And yep, the Banshee loses his cloak ability and therefore is taken down by the Viking. In total, he was able to take down 12 harvesters, though.
1 more Banshee will pop out, but with the Raven out, as you were mentioning earlier, it's not going to be able to do very much damage. There's even a turret in the main base as well. Some pressure at the front. He does actually escape with those units he had out. Banshee cloaks, and maybe he'll take out a few Marines if he commits. I'd like to see him just go home with it. That's what he's going to do. He has started another Banshee as well at the starport, so he's going to go up to 4 Banshees. He can actually send that home. Oh, I don't like this. I don't know why he's trying to commit to this.
And he could still have escaped. I don't know why he didn't just try to run away after he killed the first SCV.
Worker count 35 for Marine King to 26 of Jakji.
He has a very decent lead when it comes down to the harvesters now.
But the composition is much better for Jakji here. His army supply is very similar, but it's about, in total resources above, it's about like 800 more resources in the army. And as far as actual army supply goes, it's 41 to 33. The tank count is 4 to 2 in Jakji's favor. That is really important.
Yeah, he has a very decent composition. He's now taking down the tech lab that's obviously left after Marine King flew away with his starport. And we now just have the first upgrades for the Marines from Marine King. He's going for +1 attack and the combat shield.
Not a good time for Marine King to be out on the map. He's going to try to circumvent this push. This is actually really brave by Marine King.
I like the position of the starport now, just playing a little bit to the right side on that, not even trying to get his starport into his main base, and he doesn't need to. And here comes Marine King once again. Army supply, we have 48 for Jakji, 43 for Marine King.
This is good.
What about the upgrades for Jakji? He's at the top right now, trying to start his push, and the Marines don't have stim, they don't have combat shield. No upgrades whatsoever
we're going to have a trade here, and Marine King is really good at trades, and he has some units back at home to help slow this down.
He has 1 sieged up tank, is immediately pulling his SCVs. The tank still going strong in the back of the base. The second tank is joining. First tank is already down, but Marine King doing a lot of damage to the main base of Jakji. He's killing basically all of the SCVs. Whoa! The tank! Oh, the last hit just not hitting the SCVs. All of them are down to the red. They would have died. Marine King pulling all his workers in the main base. Even the Vikings land assault mode, trying to take down the forces and all the SCVs. And Marine King have just died. Only 1 is left.
It's a close game, Caldor, but Marine King lifted his orbitals very late. They're heavily damaged. His opponent's orbitals are way already across the map.
The army supply is highly in favor of Marine King, though. 42 against 18, but he lost all of his SCVs and he only has 1 left, while NS Horsey or Jakji saved 20 of his harvesters.
right now the siege tank count is 2 to 3 in Jokji's favor as well. So Marine King still has 2 tanks. They both have full health. Jokji's tanks are slightly injured. The Vikings in the mix from Jokji are very weak as well.
The thing is, he has medivacs. He has medivacs and 24 Marines, so he is a little bit more flexible.
He has combat shields for his Marines as well.
And didn't
No
finish.
No, he was able to kill the tech lab before it finished. Oh, look at this. He's actually killing off a lot with the production that he had back at home. Targeting down the weakened SCV is really nice control by Marine King.
Wow. Very, very well done. This puts NS Hoseo Jokji down to 8 harvesters, and Jokji is supply blocking. Marine King is not supply blocking
Yeah, he still has his depots left, Caldor, so he actually can use these orbitals. He can make more SCVs, whereas Jokji cannot do that.
And he does right now. He's building more SCVs now, and so he should, because he needs to rebuild the supply depots once they are killed. And that's exactly what Jokji is going to do right now.
Jokji is in a lot of trouble, man. He's got a lot of resources, but without those depots, he cannot do anything, so he needs to start depot production now. I'm not sure why he's not doing it. He really needs to be using those SCVs. It looks like Marine King's going to try to end the game. 1 siege tank pick off. There are 2 more, though.
I don't like it. He needs to retreat. Why attack the tanks? Why?
Well, he's going to commit to this, and with the medevac there, it looks like it may just barely be enough. He does it! He has done it, Marine King!
And Jokji doesn't even try to repair his army. He doesn't even try to. Marine King takes down Jokji. He just uses the sledgehammer in order to take down his opponent. Brute force.
No reason why Jokji should have won that game except that he was playing against Marine King, and Marine King always wins in a base trade, man. That is the rule.
Golden rule. Marine King always wins the base trades.
Some people say never base trade against Mutas, man. I say never base trade against Marine King.
I don't know. In the last fight, I think that the unit control for Jokji was a little bit off. He could have repaired with his SCVs. He still had a couple of units left.
He could have done so many different things.
Yeah.
He could have had his siege tanks better positioned away from the ramp so they couldn't be targeted by Marines. For one, I think there were so many things that went wrong there. He was ahead in every other way. He did not have any units at home to defend. And in TBT, you should usually have some sort of units back at home to defend with a siege tanks, you know, even one or just one. 2 is good, but if you have just one, it slows down the push a lot. So Marine King was able to take out all the depots of his opponent very quickly, whereas Jokji had to go through the siege tanks. Yeah, sure, he had enough army to break through. He did break through, but he lost a lot of Marines in the process, and he was never able to finally kill the depots. So Marine King was even able to produce SCVs during that fight. He could have actually, if he didn't realize this, I don't think, if he wanted to, he could have just not attacked Jokji and mined and would have better mining and better production. So
he played this very, very well. And I have to say, I said in the game, the last attack, I thought for a second, well, you should not attack into 3 sieged up tanks, but he did it anyways, and he had enough units to pull it off. Jokji with a couple of small mistakes, but he could have also tried to out-for-long a game. He was able to build a bunch of SCVs before his supply depots were taken down, so he was definitely in the lead, especially with the army that he had, the 2 medivacs, so he was able to just drop his opponent if need be, but he just went for the straight attack and defeated Jokji. Therefore, we have the series tied. Prime against NS Hoseo, 2-2, and who's going to be the next player for NS Hoseo?
let's find out. I think, you know, maybe a Zerg, but I would not want to put a Zerg against Marine King. I might pull out Sculpt. I don't recognize this player. It is
Seal.
Oh, it is Seal.
It is Seal. We have
Wearing his
the Zerg
glasses,
player
man.
on Belcher Beach. Belcher Beach is going to be the next map. It's going to be Seal.
Well, that's a good map choice, that's for sure. He's like, boom, boom, on this map, what would you do?
Asking his fellow Zerg player. And let's see, is Marine King able to take the lead for Prime?
Well, Seal is wearing his glasses today, man. You gotta watch out for that.
Why?
Because normally he doesn't wear his glasses, man, but this time he's wearing his glasses.
You mean he's extra prepared?
Like, you know how fast he spread creep before? Now you can see more clearly the places to click on
The
the
cool
map.
thing about Seal is usually, well, he needs glasses, but in order to give his opponent a fighting chance, he doesn't wear them, so he has a disadvantage, and today he actually took his glasses with him because he wants to take down the entire rest of the Prime team. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, basically.
Does that sum it up?
Yeah, basically. Thank you. Thank you, Caldor. No, I don't remember
You're
if it was I don't remember if it was Moltrap or Doa that I asked this question to. But when you think of his ID Seal, do you think of like some envelope being closed, you know, with like that type of seal? Or do you think about like a seal as in like a tome, some sort of spell, like in some sort of fantasy world? Or do you think about a seal as in the animal?
The animal, definitely
me too, man.
the animal.
Me too. I just do. I don't know why. I don't think that's his idea though. I think he's actually. I was told by someone that his idea is supposed to be like a seal, like a magic spell, like, you know, sealing the magic or something like that.
No,
but
that's stupid. It's definitely the animal.
yeah, exactly. That's stupid, man. Like, of course he's the animal.
I actually never thought about it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
The
like,
thought never crossed my
you and I
mind.
just think about, we're like, of course he's the seal. He might as well,
What
like,
else would it be?
during the 5-minute breaks, man, he claps his hands together and goes, "Arr, arr," yeah, man, that's what he's doing. That's how he prepares, man, and we'll see if his preparation pays off. Can he take out Marine King on Belshire Beach?
That would be an awesome winning ceremony.
I think so.